knight said, "Oh, mother.
Oh, mother.
One of the reasons I went off to college
One of the reasons why I went off to college
was to get away from broccoli.
was to get away from broccoli.
Please, can I pick my broccoli out of the stew?"
Please, can I make my broccoli out of the stew?
And the king heard that, and he said, "What?
What?
You will cook what your mother made for you."
You ate what?
What? You're right, I did it wrong. You will eat what your mother cooked for you.
You possibly ate what your mother cooked for you.
And like it,
And like it.
little man.
Little man.
And he said, "Oh, Dad,
Oh, Dad.
I'm not trying to make trouble.
I'm not trying to make trouble.
I'll eat my dinner.
I'll eat my dinner.
I just don't want the broccoli."
I just don't want the broccoli.
And the little flowers knew that was going to be trouble. The little flowers were like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Because this always usually starts a fight between the dad and the son. And the baby would cry. That's a sweet baby. Thunder would crash in the distance as birds were singing in the treetops and rain was falling over the castle. You could hear a train whistle far away. And the princesses were still just giggling. Well, when the king saw that the knight still didn't want to eat his broccoli, he said, "I don't want any back talk.
I don't want any back talk.
You'll do what you're told.
You do what you're told.
No more of this."
No more of this.
And the son said, "Oh, man,
Ah, man.
I'm just going to go out and get a sandwich."
I'm just gonna go and get a sandwich.
And so he got up and went outside. And the king said, "Don't you walk out when I'm talking to you.
Don't you walk out when I'm talking to you.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Get back here.
Get back here.
Get back here.
Get back here.
Get back here."
Get back here.
And the little flowers went, "Uh-oh." And the queen said, "King," and the dragon stopped doing that. And the queen said, "I think he's gone, king."
I think he's gone, King.
And the king stepped up here. The king stood where I'm pointing. And he said, "I don't have to listen to that."
I don't have to listen to that.
He picked up the phone and he dialed 000. And he got the police on the phone, and the police answered the phone. The police officer a person with great dignity and great authority, he said, "How may we help you, sir?"
How may we help you, sir?
And he said, "My boy ran away."
My boy ran away.
And she said, "Well, how can we find him?"
Well, how can we find him?
And the baby started to cry because her brother was gone. And she cried more, and more, and more. You're a baby, you're a baby. And the king said, "I know where he went."
I know where he went.
And he pointed like this, and his hand was shaking. "He's out on the corner,
He's out on the corner.
where I told him not to go,
Well, I told him not to go.
hanging out
Hanging out.
with children I don't know.
Of children I don't know.
And I don't know what he's doing,
And I don't know what he's doing.
but I can see from here
But I can see from here
a cloud of smoke.
a cloud of smoke.
I think that boy is smoking,
I think that boy is smoking.
or doing other things we told him not to do."
Or doing other things we told him not to do.
And the little princess says, I know it was wrong. I know it was wrong, but they thought that was funny. They just thought everything was funny. And so the police officer said, "I will go see right now."
I will go see you right now.
And so she went and got the boy, brought the boy back. The little baby was still crying. The little baby was crying. And the queen was crying for her son, too. The twins were just giggling. And the son said, "What's going on?"
What's going on?
And the police officer said, "Here he is, Your Highness."
There is noise.
I couldn't see what he was doing.
I couldn't see what he was doing.
There was a cloud of smoke.
There was a cloud of smoke.
And the king said, "So you walked out on me.
So he walked out on me.
You didn't do what we said.
He didn't do
to trust me more.
You need to trust me more.
And the queen said, you know, now that I think about it, the reason he left is because you were yelling at him. And the king said, oh, I did lose my temper. And lose it as well. I apologize for my anger. I do want you to eat the broccoli. But I should not yell at you. And the son said, it's all right, Dad. And the little flower said, isn't that sweet? Isn't that nice? The little flowers waited a minute. And then they said, isn't that sweet? Isn't that nice? And the princess said, wait a minute. What about the smoking? Nanny, nanny, noo, noo. And they pointed at him and laughed. And he stood there like this. And the king said, yeah, what about that smoking? And the queen said, yeah, what about that smoking? And the son said, I was afraid you might think that. So I brought somebody back with me. Who will tell us that smoking is okay. Who will tell us? Who will tell us? Smoking is okay. And the little flowers went, oh. And the baby went, what? And the princess said, huh? And the police officer said, what's this? And the queen said, my goodness. And the rain was falling outside the window. The sun was crashed in the distance. Birds were singing in the treetops. As the train whistled to be heard far across the valley. And so the boy went back outside the castle, and he got the person he brought back. It was the dragon. The dragon stood up and faced the audience. The boy faced the audience too. The dragon said, yes, it's true. I smoke. But get a clue. I'm a dragon. We were born with smoke inside of us. She didn't even know that herself. She said, we were born with smoke inside. And the little flower said, that's right, honey. And the dragon said, so for smoke to come from a dragon, that's okay. The ones who shouldn't smoke or put other things in their body that are bad for them, they should not do it. Like children or even grown-ups. And the boy said, yes, Mom and Dad, we would like to be with you. And play with dragons. And the dragon said, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't have people with me and my friends who say things that hurt their feelings. And suddenly, all at once, because you know they weren't bad people, they were, look how beautiful. They were really good people. And they both put their hands on their heads like this. And they said, oh, goodness. We've been doing the wrong thing. We won't laugh at others anymore. And we will have kind things to say. And the little flower said, that's right, girls. It's about time. You go, girls. And the little baby laughed again because she was happy that everyone was getting along. And the police officer said, well, I guess I'm not needed here anymore. And the police officer marched off and went back to the police station. And the king said, I learned to control my temper. Oh, this is not the king. The king's gone. King, would you come see the show, please? The king said, I learned to control temper.
I'll learn to control my temper.
And the queen said, it's about time.
It's about time.
And the son said, I learned to be calm
I learn to be calm
and to do the right thing.
and to do the right thing.
And the princesses said, we learn to be kind to others
We learn to be kind to others
and say nice things
and say nice things
and not mean things.
and not mean things.
And as the rain was falling outside, the little flower said, what about reading?
What about reading?
And the princesses said, all right, we'll read too.
All right, we'll read too.
And the flower said, well, what about doing your own homework?
But what about doing your own homework?
And the princesses went, well, we should do that too.
Well, we should do that too.
So the princesses learned to do their own homework and to practice their reading more. And they learned that the world is a better place when people say nice things to each other instead of mean things to each other. And the son learned to get along with his mom and dad. The dad learned how to control his temper. And the mom learned how to cope without broccoli. Meanwhile, the baby, who was perfect in every way and beautiful, just laughed and smiled. And the dragon said, I hope you've all learned the lesson.
I hope you will learn the lesson
And come play with me soon.
and come play with me soon.
If you are nice to others.
If you're nice to others
And listen to your mommy and daddy.
and listen to your mama and dada.
That too. And the little flowers went, la 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 la. La 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 la. Bum bum bum. And rain was falling over the valley. As the train was to be heard far off in the distance. Birds were singing in the treetops. As far away you could hear thunder crash. And again, and again, and again, and again. And the rain was falling with the thunder. As the birds were singing, and the train was passing by. You could hear the little flowers going, and the baby laughed. And as thunder crashed one more time, the princesses stood here. And because they learned valuable lessons about being kind to others, they held out their arms to the audience. And they said those words that children love to hear when they said,
The end.
ta-da! Now wait. You thought that you were wrong, that I was going to do a show for you today. But this school has so much talent in it that the children did the show for you. Could you please give it up for the amazing, beautiful baby? Look, she's not a baby at all. She's a regular-sized girl. Isn't she awesome? How about the beautiful flowers? How about give yourself some applause for the rain sound? From the rain break. How about the birds? How about thunder? How about Bill Rawson as a train? He never made one mistake. He was perfect. How about the beautiful princesses who were sassy and didn't listen, but they learned to do the right thing? How about the king with the crown and the queen with the most beautiful, longest necklace in the world? And how about the son who went to college, so now you don't need to go to college too anymore? It's the uni. And how about the person who taught us a valuable lesson that the only creature on earth that can smoke is a dragon? Let's hear it for the dragon. Now, one more time, can we please have some applause for the flowers, the beautiful flowers? And Bill Rawson, can you stand up? Because it's because of Bill Rawson that we did this show today. Bill Rawson. Bill, stand up, Bill. Let's hear it for Bill. Now, I'm going to count to 3, and we're all going to bow. You should clap a lot because they did a wonderful job. Ready to bow? 1,